Hey, what is up everybody? I'm here to give you my WWE NXT review for June 21st, 2017. Now, there's a possible chance this video may not even get up just because of the fact that I'm using the webcam on my computer, and I've said before, the microphone makes a really weird noise, so there's a possibility chance that this may not work. I tested it out and it doesn't seem to be doing it now, so I'm just going to give it a try. So I just want to get right into it. So we had Percy Watson, Nigel McGuinness, and Tom Phillips on commentary for this show. We had the first match on the show. It was Peyton Royce with Billie Kay versus Ember Moon. I wrote the opposite. I wrote Billie Kay with Peyton Royce versus Ember Moon. That was my bad. This was Ember Moon's return match, and I thought she looked great. She even said I'm back when she came out, and Ember Moon dominates the beginning of the matchup. She hits a wicked kick to the stomach right to Billie Kay, and she throws her in the corner. She tries to go off the top rope immediately, but Billie Kay tries to counter into a exploder suplex off the top turnbuckle, but Billie Kay knocks her off, goes for the Eclipse, but Billie Kay gets up on the apron. This distracts Ember Moon long enough for Peyton Royce to take advantage. He throws her into the steel post from side to side, shoulder first twice, which is important because she was fighting a shoulder injury. And Peyton Royce dominates a good portion of the matchup. Then Ember Moon starts to make a comeback. She hits a springboard crossbody, a head scissors, and then she goes for the Eclipse again. But this time, Billie Kay pulls Peyton Royce out of the ring, and Ember Moon hits a dive on the outside right onto Billie Kay, and Peyton Royce takes advantage, and Ember Moon and Peyton Royce exchange roll-ups on each other, and then Peyton Royce hits a Widow's Peak on Ember Moon, covers her, Ember Moon kicks out, then eventually Ember Moon hits a head scissors into the corner, and the Eclipse for the win, and Ember Moon goes over, which makes sense since this is her return match. You want to have her come back as a threat, and I think it made sense for her to beat somebody like Peyton Royce, who's somebody that is kind of because Peyton Royce and Billie Kay are like the number 3 and 4 heels down in NXT for women wrestlers, so it makes sense for Ember Moon to beat somebody like them. And I think they're all going to have Ember Moon win the NXT Women's Championship at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3, so this was a good way to build her up for that. And yeah, I liked it. And I like Peyton Royce. A lot of people, I think, crap on Peyton Royce and Billie Kay because they're annoying and stuff. But that's the whole gimmick. And I think Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, especially Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, go out there and they actually put on some good matches. So I'm impressed. And then Kassius Ohno's backstage, and Hideo Itami comes up to him and apologizes. He's just said that he's been acting the way he's been acting because he's just frustrated because he thought he would have the same amount of success that he would have in NXT as he did in Japan. And Kassius Ohno says that he understands because he's dealt with the same frustration as he has. He talks about how he's got released, but he ended up coming back and he's still here grinding it out. And he says that I'm going to show you how to be honorable tonight during my match with Aleister Black. So I still kind of like how they're teasing the Hideo Itami heel turn. I guess I thought he fully turned heel a couple weeks ago. But I guess he isn't fully healed yet. So I expect him to fully be healed by the end of July, maybe end of the month. So I think that's pretty interesting. Then we had the next match. It was a tag team match. It was the Ely brothers, I think that's how you say that, versus Eric Young and Alexander Wolf. Decent tag match. Alexander Wolf and Eric Young really dominate the whole match. and the Ely brothers do the best they can to tag in and out. Alexander Wolf hits a pump kick on one of them, and then eventually the other one gets the tag, but Eric Young hits a neck breaker on one of them, and this distracts the referee long enough for Alexander Wolf to hit punch out the other one, and Wolf and Young win with a sidewalk slam, neck breaker combo. So overall, decent match. Like that they made Eric Young and Alexander Wolf look strong in this match, and I would like to see them in the future go after the NXT Tag Team Championships. So that was pretty interesting. And like I said, you gave some much needed momentum back to them because you have Eric Young and Alexander Wolf, who've had a few big losses lately. So this was a redemption for them. So I liked it. Next, you had Sonya Deville, a Sonya Deville video package, and it shows her pretty much, gives like a little bit of a background. She talks about how she used to be an MMA fighter, and how she likes to beat people up. She didn't ask to do it. It's just something that she grew up doing. And yeah, I liked it. It was the same one that they played a couple weeks ago, but I still thought this was enjoyable. And then we had her match. It was Sonya Deville versus Rachael Evers. Really a squash. Sonya Deville dominates the whole match. Rachael Evers gets very little offense, and she got like a Northern Lights suplex, but eventually Sonya Deville just starts creaming away at her. She ends up hitting an MMA style takedown, and she takes off her glove and hits 3 punches right to the ribs, and then eventually Sonya Deville wins with a hammerlock, I think like an armbar or something, and makes Rachael Evers tap out, and Sonya Deville wins. I remember I saw a match like about a few weeks ago, and I didn't really care for it then because they didn't really give me a reason to care. This time they gave me a reason to care because we actually knew something about Sonya Deville, and it seems like they want to build her up. Maybe to become a future #1 contender to the NXT Women's Championship and not win it. So overall, this was fine. There's new women down in NXT too, because NXT, I think, is slowly starting to get new women. You have Ember Moon, you have Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Well, I mean, they're not really new, but you get what I'm saying. You had Sonya Deville here. They're trying to build her up as a threat for the NXT Women's Championship. Maybe they're trying to show off the woman too, because they may want to bring her in that women's tournament they're going to do like in July. So it's interesting. Then we had the next segment. It was the confrontation between Bobby Roode and Roderick Strong. Pretty much what happened is Bobby Roode has a photo shoot, and he's even acting like a huge douchebag by saying,
"You didn't use your sheets." Okay.
Okay. I'm not gonna cut that out. This happens sometimes. But anyhow, so he pretty much says, what? You're gonna tell me to smile? I'm the champ. I'll tell you when I'm gonna smile. And then Roderick Strong walks in with his fiance and his kid, and Moo's like, "Hey, look, here comes the Strong family. Why don't you come over here, get a picture with the champ?" And then he makes fun of him. He pretty much talks about how you're gonna crap on another one of those kids, and Bobby Roode is being really rude and says that maybe your wife should be with the real champion. And Roderick Strong gets pissed. He attacks Bobby Roode. Officials and stuff have to come break it up. One of the people that came and broke it up was Orny Lorcan, and Bobby Roode then gets so pissed off. He's like, "Yeah, you want the champ? You can have the champ anytime, any place." And then that was it. Overall, I thought this was a really good way to push the Roderick Strong Bobby Roode feud, and I thought it was a really good way to do that. And now they announced that in 2 weeks, on the 400th episode of NXT, Bobby Roode will be defending his NXT championship against Roderick Strong. I'm actually looking forward to that. Are they going to throw the NXT Championship on Roderick Strong right now? Because I could see them doing that because they may want to do something big for the 400th episode of NXT. But I feel like they should save that for NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3, have Roderick Strong lose, and that you can tell like a better storyline with them and really build up to it. I just think they want to do a big match for the 400th episode of NXT, and Bobby Roode, Roderick Strong seems like that big matchup. Plus, I just don't think, I think Bobby Roode's still doing some really good things with the NXT Championship. I don't think it's time to take the championship off him. I would wait till NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3, and then you call Bobby Roode up to the main roster, you know, the Monday Night Raw afterwards, or SmackDown, whatever one you have. Probably SmackDown, because I think he would be better on SmackDown, but that's besides the point. So overall, I really enjoyed that confrontation. My favorite thing on the show. Then we had the main event. It was Kassius Ohno versus Aleister Black. I really enjoyed this match. This was a really good main event. Best match on the show. You know, the first real match for Aleister Black since NXT TakeOver Orlando. Lately, he's only been having, like, squash matches. And, you know, Aleister Black comes out and he does this thing where he sits down crisscross applesauce. And they both start chain wrestling each other. Kassius Ohno gets the advantage at first. Black turns it into a roll-up. He gets him into another headlock, and they both start chain wrestling each other. Eventually, Aleister Black hits a kick to the ribs. Kassius Ohno fires back with a few right hands, and Aleister Black hits a kick to... Again, he throws Kassius Ohno out of the ring, and he acts like he's going to hit a dive on him, but Kassius Ohno moves out of the way, and Aleister Black, it does like a backflip off the second rope, and gets him and sits down crisscross applesauce again. And then eventually Kassius Ohno takes control. He starts hitting right hands in the corner. He hits a pump kick while Aleister Black's in the corner, and Kassius Ohno dominates the matchup. He gets him into a real chin lock. Then eventually Aleister Black tries to make his comeback, but Ohno hits a drop kick on him, and he hits a senton on him, covers him. Black kicks out, and then Kassius Ohno to play mind games with Aleister Black, sits crisscross applesauce position, and Black's like, what the hell's going on? And eventually Aleister Black just kicks Ohno in the back, and you know, Aleister Black, he thinks he's going to get some offense going, but Ohno counters with another drop kick, and then eventually Aleister Black hits a kick right to the head, like a knee, and eventually he starts making his comeback. He hits a bunch of kicks on Ohno. He goes for the Black Mass, but Ohno ducks it the first time. Aleister Black hits a big kick to the head anyways, covers him. Ohno kicks out. Ohno and Black starts exchanging blows. Ohno, they pretty much have a kick fest towards each other. Ohno hits a pump knee strike, and then Kassius Ohno rolls out of the ring. Aleister Black hits a kick to the head. Ohno hits another knee to the face. And eventually the finish of the match is Kassius Ohno hits a release suplex. He goes for his rolling elbow. Aleister Black counters into the Black Mass, covers him and gets the win, and that was the end of the show. I thought what would have happened was Hideo Itami was going to come out and cost Kassius Ohno this match or something to really turn him heel, but that didn't happen. I was fine that didn't happen, though. I like that Aleister Black won clean because it makes him look dominant. Made sense to put Aleister Black over, too, just because, you know, he's someone that's... that I feel like he's more interesting than Ohno is, not gonna lie. That's why it makes sense, and he's somebody that I think they're trying to really build up. I don't know what they're trying to build him up for. Maybe to be the one to beat Eric Young and finally take down Sanity, or maybe to face Bobby Roode for the NXT Championship. I don't know what they're building him up for, but you know, it's good to keep him looking dominant and strong. So I like it. And that was the end of NXT. Overall, I thought NXT was actually a good show. I really enjoyed it. I liked the Ember Moon Billy Kay match. I liked the main event. I liked the confrontation between Bobby Roode and Roderick Strong. Really good job building up their match. What else did I like on this show? The tag team match I liked. And I just thought it was just a nice, simple wrestling show. So if I had to rate NXT, I don't think it's like a great show or anything, but I think it's a good show. I'll probably rate it a 7 out of 10 because I thought it was a good show. And now let me give you my star ratings for each match. For the Peyton Royce Ember Moon match, I'll probably give that match 3 stars. I thought that was a good, solid match. For the tag team match, I'll probably give that match 2.5 stars. I thought that was a decent tag match, and it was a good way to make Young and Wolf look strong. For the Rachael Evers Sonya Deville match, I'll probably give that match 4 maybe 1 3/4 stars, because I thought it did a good job putting over Sonya Deville, but it was a squash match. Then for the main event between Kassius Ohno and Aleister Black, I'll probably rate that match 3.5 stars. I thought it was a really good back and forth match, and really made Aleister Black look strong. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please make sure to subscribe to my CM Brothers on the Talkinator channel, because I'm about to post a video on my CM Brothers channel. And make sure to subscribe to this channel for more content. That's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.